Ain't been live in a couple days, but we gonna see how this thing go. Let's let it count down for a second, cause YouTube will cut you off in the beginning. But today we gonna get into something a little different from what I normally do. I normally read the lyrics to newer songs, but today I'm gonna read some lyrics from old songs because I was having some conversations with somebody and we were talking about the whole Puff Daddy thing because first of all, did y'all watch the Grammys 50-year celebration? Hey! Did y'all watch the Grammys 50-year celebration last night? It came on at a weird time, which was 8:46, but it was really, really good. And although I like the show. Like, the show was a really good show, and that was the best one that I've seen so far for it to be such a milestone for hip hop. But I feel like there was so many people that was left out, and one being MC Hammer. Like, if you wasn't around when Hammer hit the streets, like, Hammer had it rocking. Like, Hammer had the whole world turned up. Like, that Can't Touch This. It was just, that was a moment in hip hop that was like a non-stop dance, non-stop partying, and it was an amazing time. Like, that was a good time. I don't know why nobody brought him up or celebrated him at all, but Bad Boy had absolutely no presence in the show. And I was telling my man, I'm like, listen, they are not going to show Puff Daddy at all. Like, I don't know, they're not going to cover any of his music. I'm like, if anything, they're going to play a small little snippet of maybe a Biggie song. And that's exactly what they did. They played a little small snippet of Biggie song when they were shouting out all of the people that died. But we get ready to get to that in 1 second. When they were shouting out all of the people that died, right? And they played that little small clip of a Biggie song, and that was it. And to be honest, like, I know everything that's going on with Diddy, but Diddy definitely had a major run as far as hip hop goes, and he had a long run too. But I wish I would have seen Jadakiss. Like, they had Styles P was there, but I wish Jadakiss would have had a little presence because he's one of the best rappers. They never really represent Philly rappers outside of Will Smith, which Will Smith was a big deal, but I feel like he's just all across the board a big deal as far as entertainment goes. And of course, he closed out the show, which it was good to see him and Jazzy Jeff. It was really like a nice show. So if you missed that, go back and check it out. But what I'm getting to is, so obviously a lot of these guys messed with young girls and underage girls back in the day. It just is what it is. It's the truth. It's the facts. And I believe that we're going to be coming up on a lot more of these artists getting dragged down for messing with young girls. And Jay-Z is definitely going to be one of them because he's been around too many people that have actually got jammed up with this for him not to have had no type of involvement either. Because if you notice, like, he stayed silent, like, throughout the whole, like, when R. Kelly was going through his little situation the first time. I don't know how old y'all are, but when he was going through his little situation the first time, Jay-Z kind of just distanced himself from it, but he never really had an opinion. He never really commented and put himself out there and made a statement as far as, you know, the criminal aspect of what R. Kelly did. Now we have Puff Mommy. He's getting in so much trouble. And I don't think we're gonna, you know, see him no time soon. I saw that a while back. I was having a conversation with my girlfriend when he was getting the Lifetime Achievement Award. I believe it was on MTV or one of the award shows, but I was like, this is it for Diddy. If he's getting the Lifetime Achievement Award, they can ready to drag him down with something. I don't know what it's going to be, but then fast forward to now, everybody's pulling out on him and pulling the plug on him. But I don't know if y'all remember from back in the day, Jay-Z's female artist that was the first lady of thank you. If y'all was around for like the first lady of Rockefeller, which was a Mill, right? A Mill dropped a song. When she dropped her album, you know, you heard a few songs from it here and there, but you never really like after her album came out, then the Dynasty came out, and that kind of like overshadowed the whole thing, and then she was basically off the scene. She was basically off the scene. But I want to read these lyrics from one of her songs, and I also want to read some lyrics from one of Jay-Z's songs from back in the day. And y'all tell me what y'all think, because when people say, oh, I don't believe grooming, or I don't believe it's a real thing, whatever, Jay-Z actually has a song about grooming. Like his verse is about grooming. And I'm going to read a Mill's lyrics first, and then we're going to double back and read Jay-Z's lyrics. Let me pull it up real quick. A Mill song was called Quarrels, right? And it featured, no, I'm not. It featured, Carl Thomas, which y'all know how Carl Thomas's career went. Like he blew up for a second, and then it went down for him immediately following. But we gonna read these lyrics, and y'all tell me what y'all think about this. So, and this is a Mill. It starts with, yo, ever since I've known his name is Money, and we partners till the end of time. Introduce me to your clique, hate, envy, lust, and greed. Said you would want, oh my God, my daughter is knocking on the door, hold on.
You talking about something this quick?
Girl, I was doing my live when you come
It took
beating the
me
door
40
down.
minutes to get here.
Did it?
Yes.
It didn't seem like it. Hey. Give me like 10 minutes.
Okay.
I'll be right with you. Intermission. Now, hold up. Let me find back where I was at. Feed me shrimp and swine. His name is Money. Introduce me to your clique. Hate, envy, lust, and greed. Said you want the whole world in your custody. And I give you my soul. You give me luxuries. Said you can hit me up with power. It's just up to me. I turn you on when I'm in short skirts and tight jeans. You want my kids to write Santa and celebrate Halloween. Told me sell my people crack and get rich off fiends. You love the number 6, but you hate the number 13. And then it's the chorus. We'll have some quarrels, some disappointments, and a whole lot of problems. And you will accept me. You want to be the one to pick me up when I fall. Told me hang Caesar Borgias on my living room wall. It was always something about you that made my skin crawl. You turned me into a player and showed me how to ball. You give me rewards when I rob and steal. Want me to abort my babies and get on the pill. Let me see. You put burners in the hood, so each other we kill. I see your eye watching me on the dollar bills. When I got the scoop on you, it just made you mad, 'cause I moved out your crib and packed all my bags. Them days I turned to you was the days you laughed. You used to smile every time I pledged allegiance to the flag. We speak now and then, but we ain't smacking hands. You be up in the clubs asking me for a dance. Still trying to convince me to go cheat on my man. Begging me to please give you one more chance. Then it's the chorus again. And then the next verse is, when we was kids, you was the one who taught me how to lie. Said I could always use you as my alibi. And you kept me from knowledge, wisdom, and the Most High. Had me believe God had blonde hair and blue eyes. Our relationship went sour since I found the truth. You know you can have me. You know you can't have me, so you fuck with my youth. You got all my phones tapped. I gotta talk at booths. I learned an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. You built Sodom and Gomorrah for us all to live in. When we was cool, you used to tell me all your visions. Like how you gonna rule the nations under one religion. You got this new world order. It's like a big prison. You said you want to be worshipped from noon to noon. Nothing's gonna get better is what we all assume. Cause nights is getting shorter and it's snowing in June. I see you working overtime cause you out of here soon. And then it's the chorus again. And that's basically the end of the song. But that is crazy. Hey, that is some crazy lyrics. Now, mind you, Emil's album dropped in August 29th of 2000, right? And then on the heels of that, it was the Dynasty album that came out. Now, the Dynasty album was a compilation of all the Rockefeller artists. And at the time that album came out, it was kind of like Rockefeller was on the horizon. They were on the rise, and everybody was, pretty much doing good. And like I said, Emil, when they would perform, they started like dissing Emil, like a million, like they had this song, You, Me, Him, and Her, and they said all their names like Jigga Man, what, Beanie Siegel, y'all, Myth Bleak, a million, right? But when they started performing that song, once Emil was out, like they would just diss her really hard at the end, and it's just like, y'all is men and she is a female, like why are y'all doing it? Like it just seemed a bit extreme if all she did was like not show up to like rehearsals and stuff like that, like why y'all so mad at her for that? But I feel as though they were mad with her and sick of her for putting out all of this information on, what was actually going on. But because Emil wasn't that big of an artist, I feel like, and she was new, I don't feel like the message that she was putting out there, people was like actually open to accepting it. The song was called Quarrels. It was featuring Carl Thomas, and it was on her All Money Is Legal album, which I think she only had one album. But the point I'm trying to make is, now I don't know if Jay-Z got enough money to keep people off of him and keep people from pulling his card and putting him in the same boat with Diddy. But he's definitely, I know he got a few shenanigans in his closet that's probably going to fall out soon. But Diddy do too. You'll be surprised. But see, where I think Diddy messed up at was when he sued Diageo, when he sued that liquor company. Right, immediately after that, when he claimed that they was being racist towards him, immediately after that, that's when everything hit the fan for Diddy. So I don't know if him trying to go against them made all of these skeletons fall out of his closet, but he obviously upset somebody behind the scenes and did something wrong. And for real, that's all you got to do. Because guess what? You could be a billionaire all you want. You would look up and be done paid so many people. You had $20 in your account. But y'all remember the song Get Your Mind Right? The song Get Your Mind Right, Mommy. It had Snoop Dogg, Jay-Z, and Memphis Bleak. And on Jay-Z's part, he had the first verse. His verse was about grooming. Now, I'm going to read the verse to y'all. And the verse goes like this. Relax yourself. Let your conscience be free. You now rolling with them thugs from the ROC. Ain't no place on this planet that you'd rather be. But in the blue flame, bitch, you new to the game. Cross over to the rock. Make yourself hot. The topic of discussion in every nail shop. It's a secret society. All we ask is trust. And within a week, watch your arm freeze up. Brassiere get right. A to a D cup. Weave get tight. Pedicure your feet up. Ears get iced. Gear get spiced. From Hood Rat the superstar, there's your life. Fuck with Hova, he can take you out of your hell. Say bye to Reebok. Say hi to Chanel. Say hi to Gucci. Prada as well. Take a look in the mirror. Be proud of yourself. Get your mind right, mommy. Get your mind right. Now, that's his part, right? No, that's on the Dynasty album. That was on the compilation album with all of them. That's on Dynasty. Now, on Bleak's part, Bleak's verse is about like being a rider, like you know, basically taking a case from him, selling drugs for him, and whatever have you, right? That's Bleak's part is about riding for a nigga in the streets. Then you have Snoop's part, which is about pimping bitches, right? Now, if you remember this song, or if you don't, if you ask me, Jay-Z had the worst verse, even though I would put it in order of as far as the degrading of women, I would put Jay-Z, then Snoop, then Bleak, because Jay-Z's verse was kind of more so like, if you get it, you get it. If you don't, you don't. So, I don't know. Like, when people say, oh, they don't be grooming people, or, you know, people get mad at the way things turn out. No, I feel like Jay-Z was extremely educated in this arena before he got into it. And I feel like he surrounded himself by people that knew less than him, so it would be easier to get rid of them. And like I said, I've seen things with my own two eyes, like as far as his associates messing with young girls and stuff like that. So, back then, and even now still to this day, some men view a younger woman as a prize. And especially if they can get them when they're young and they're like moldable, and when they can get girls that are like gullible and, you know, uneducated and not really that quick on their feet, it's easier to get women like that. But I honestly feel, and this is my prediction, I feel like Jay-Z's day is going to come, and I don't know how long or how well he's going to be able to keep people off of him, because Jay-Z has had stories come out about him too that has been horrible, right? But they always get swept under the rug, just as well as Puff Mommy. Puff Mommy done had some horrible stuff come out about him, and he's been, you know, dodging those rumors for ages, but then something changed. But the other thing too is now that you have the capability to see public opinion through social media, remember he was messing with Foxy Brown. Yeah, and they did say that, but then remember they said he was messing with Foxy, but then they tried to retract it, and then, you know, they were switching it up and saying that wasn't really what was going on and all of that. But Jay-Z wrote a lot of Foxy lyrics and stuff back in the day too, because Foxy Brown was not writing her rhymes. Like, I put up a video a while ago, it was like years ago, about the writing credits for Ain't No Nigga, which that was Jay-Z's and that was Jay-Z's first hit, for real. And those lyrics, like when you listen to them and when you listen to the cadence from Foxy Brown, you can tell that Jay-Z wrote those lyrics 100%. Like, because a lot of times when you're working with somebody and doing something like that, and you can hear somebody else's cadence or delivery because they wrote it. And a lot of times they'll help the person with how it's supposed to be said and how it's supposed to be delivered. That's just like Still Dre. Like, when you listen to Still Dre, you can hear Jay-Z all over that. Like, you can tell that Jay-Z wrote that, period. But my question to y'all is, what do y'all think is going to happen with Jay-Z and Beyonce? Do you feel like Jay-Z, yup. See, you see where I'm going at with this? But do y'all think that Jay-Z and Beyonce do you think she's going to stick by him? Because to be honest, and I had this conversation a lot with people too, I don't think, again, Jay-Z is a mastermind, and Jay-Z knew that he needed to latch on to a female artist that was going to be big to keep his name out there, to be able to stay on top as far as with his name. Because when you think of all of the people that was out when he was out, you don't really see them no more like that. Like, you see them here and there. You see them doing different little things, but you don't really see them in the mix like how Jay-Z is. And I feel like Jay-Z would not be where he was at if he did not marry Beyonce. And he knew that as well. Because think about it. Jay-Z didn't branch out and do acting. He didn't branch out and do anything that really stuck. Like, he had the clothing line and he did the fashion thing, but Jay-Z never was a fashionable guy, so that was always going to be a fad for him anyway. And when you're a business person, you know that a business is going to run its course, and then you have to switch and do something else if you're an entrepreneur. Like, that's just how it goes. But what y'all think? Do y'all think Beyonce is going to stick by him? Because what I personally think, I think Beyonce is going to make like a banana and split. I think she's going to stick by him. Remember what she said in that song, On the Run. He seen this shit coming, if that's the case. Yeah, but also, I seen a clip of the guy Jason Lee, which I cannot, it's something about him that just rubs me completely the wrong way. But he dropped some information on his show, but he bleeped it out, and he was saying that if he doesn't get an interview with Kelly Rowland, that he's telling it. So I wonder, and he was saying that it's something pertaining to her, but Beyonce, it's something pertaining to her that she doesn't know. So, and when he was telling the people, but they bleeped it out, their faces just was like, they was blown away by whatever he had to say. And he said he had receipts. So I don't know. Beyonce will not be there. Where is she at if Aaliyah didn't cancel it? You know what? I believe that's true, because I believe he wanted her first, because I feel like he went after all of them. That's true too. But I believe he went after all of them, because remember, he went after Maya. When Maya was hot, he went after Aaliyah. And then it was Beyonce. So she wasn't the top choice, because he would have never even did nothing with them other girls had Beyonce been his number one, because she came later. But I think Beyonce is going to pack her bags and leave. I don't think she's going to stick around if his name start getting mixed up and tangled up and a whole bunch of shenanigans like that, because then that's going to have her torn in between, you know, her home life and her career. And I think she's going to pick her livelihood and her career. I don't think she's going to sit down and be like, that's my husband, I'm going to stick by him regardless to, I don't think she's going to do that. But y'all tell me what y'all think. And we about to end this live because I got to take care of my daughter. So I will see y'all in the next live. I will probably be going, I'll go live again tomorrow so we can talk. Facts, I remember they had some award show and Beyonce and Leah had to read the award. Yes. And they really didn't connect like that. Like they had, back in the day, female artists was just really shady. Like now it's like this whole fake female empowerment thing, which is really, really fake. But now, back in the day, whoever, if you was a female artist and it was another female artist, they was over here and you was over there. They ain't play that co-mingling and acting like we sisters and friends and doing all of that. Even back to like Patti LaBelle and all of them, like even back in that day, they was not playing those games. They was not friends, okay? And they would let it be known. Check out some of Aretha Franklin videos from back in the day when they would ask her about certain people. She would be like, I don't like them. But y'all drop down in the comments and I will see y'all on the next live. Bye, y'all. Thank y'all for watching.